Namibia. Endless landscapes. Never-ending roads. Fascinating wildlife. Unlimited freedom. This is Namibia. Join us on our camping road trip from Etosha to Fish River Canyon. After arriving in Windhoek and filling up our stock for some days, we head north about an hour to stay at the Omatozu game farm. The farm has 4 campsites, all come with a private bathroom, a fireplace and power. You can enjoy a cozy pool too. The sites are very spacious and nice situated. There are various activities beginning from a hike through the reserve to a self-game drive. The farm is home to 14 different species of game, including giraffe, zebra and various antelopes. The next day we drove to the Anderson Gate of Etosha and spent the first night at the Okaukuejo camp. The camp itself is huge and can get crowded sometimes, but has a great pool area. If you're not into camping, this and every other camp we introduce in this video has rooms or chalets too, if you prefer this option for your stay. Each campsite has water and power. There's a shared bathroom, which is a small walk depending on which site you get. The camp is famous for its waterhole, which can be seen perfectly from inside the camp and from the balcony of some chalets. And since you're in the middle of the park, you can go for a game drive until sunset or early in the morning at sunrise. See our detailed video about this or any following place at the link on the card above or in the description below. second night in Etosha we spent at the Namutoni camp, which is located in the far east of the park and very close to several waterholes where you can watch the wildlife perfectly. The camp is situated in an old fort and all sides are on grass rather than dirt. It has pretty the same facilities as other camps like power and water on site and a shared bathroom. Namutoni is a bit smaller and older than other camps in Etosha, but we like it there. The camp has a pool as well. After spending 2 days in Etosha, we decided to head south again to Okonjima Game Reserve. They have 4 campsites which are really huge and all have a private bathroom, washing facilities, a fireplace and power. They even provide firewood for a nice campfire. The walk to the bathroom is very scenic through the nature, the reserve has several fences and the campsite is inside one of them. So if you're lucky you can spot some small antelopes at the campsite or during your shower with a view. There is even a nice pool between the campsites. Okonjima is famous for its leopard program, where they study the habits of this wonderful animal. You can do many activities there, including a leopard tracking. Don't miss a game drive with a sundowner overviewing the reserve, it's definitely worth it. The rooftop tent is easy to fold in and out, but it took a little bit more time and effort compared to the one we had on our first trip to Namibia. Take a look at the end of this video or our Namibia and Botswana video to see for yourself. The next stop was Bagatelli camp in the Kalahari desert. The camp has 6 sites which are perfectly separated from each other, with a private bathroom, power and a fireplace. It is allowed to use the pool at the lodge, but since we arrived late and preferred a game drive we didn't go there. You can choose from many activities there, for example horseback riding, game drives and cheetah feeding. Don't miss to go on a drive with a guide either for sunset as we did or sunrise. From Bagatelli it's just a short ride to Kolmannskuppe and the famous Quivertrees. A few kilometers outside the town is the Quivertree forest, which practically has a campsite attached. There's a second site called the Giant's Playground about 5 minutes by car, which can be visited if you camp there since it belongs to the owner of the camp. The camp itself is basic. Every site has water and power and there's a shared bathroom which was very clean. For us the only reason to stay there was to see the Milky Way around the Quivertrees, and for that it's perfect, since you just walk a few steps from the camp and are in the middle of the trees. You can visit the cheetahs living there too, or even spot them from the road. After our great time with the Quivertrees, we continued south to the Fish River Canyon and stayed at the Hobas campsite, which is a Namibian wildlife resort campsite inside the national park. The campsite is the perfect spot to see the sunrise and sunset at the viewpoint of the Fish River Canyon, since you don't have to enter or leave the park. The drive to get there is around 15 minutes. Every campsite has water and power, and some are very nice situated. The shared bathroom is very big and quite new. There's a small pool too, which we gladly used because it was very hot at our visit. From Hobas we went to the coast at Lüderitz and made a break from camping and the heat of the desert. Lüderitz is not really pretty, but for us it was a very welcoming refreshment after the heat and dust of the last couple of days. After this short break we went back to the desert and spent a wonderful night at the Koiimasis Ranch. The whole landscape there is insane since it's located at the border of Namibia National Park. The campsite is small but a very nice one. Every site has enough space, water and is perfectly situated. 2 to 3 sites share a cozy and clean bathroom. The only miss is power. If you want to charge something you can do that at the reception, which is about a kilometer away. At the ranch you can enjoy beautiful sunrises and sunsets and do some guided drives, hiking or horseback riding. The next day we head to the highlight of this and maybe every trip to Namibia, the dunes at the Soususvlei. On our first trip to Namibia we stayed at the Sesrum campsite, which is pretty the same as any Namibian wildlife resort camp. But this time we chose the Sossus Dune Lodge. The location of the lodge is just perfect and the huts are spacious and all have a balcony with a view of the desert. The rooms have a large bathroom and a very comfy bed. The restaurant has a terrace with a beautiful view and there's a pool too where you can relax after a long day at the dunes. For more impressions about Soususvlei, have a look at the video linked above or in the description below. After that we went for a relaxing day to the Dune Star Camp. On arrival you can use all the facilities of the attached Namib Desert Lodge, including 2 pools and the restaurant. Later in the afternoon you will be transferred to the camp, which is located on the edge of the dunes, for a sundowner, dinner and the night. The special thing at the Dune Star Camp is the sleeping under the stars experience. The camp has 9 small chalets with a cozy terrace where you can pull out the bed and enjoy the view of the sky. There is a small private bathroom but no power outlet. For that you can use the ones at the restaurant. Watch our special video about that, which is linked in the card above. For our last stop before heading home from Windhoek, we stayed at the Lake Oanub camp. The place is huge and the campsites are quite distant from each other and very private. We chose the Baraka site, which is directly at the lake and has water and power on site. There's a huge shaded open space and a small kitchen including a fridge. The private bathroom is just a few meters away and is very clean. There is a great restaurant too, where you can enjoy the view over the lake while eating. For us it was the perfect ending of a wonderful trip. As bonus material, we want to share some information about our campsite from our last trip to Namibia. Spitzkoppe Rest Camp is located at the foot of the Spitzkoppe mountain, which is called the Matterhorn of Namibia. The sites have no water or power and just a bit toilet, but are very nice situated, large and far away from each other. Erindi Game Reserve is the largest private game reserve in Namibia. The campsite there is great. It has a small kitchen, water, power and a private bathroom. The car park is shaded too and it's possible to do a guided game drive in an open safari vehicle or self game drives there. Hoada campsite is a wonderful campsite at the foot of the Grootpack Pass and about 2 hours from the Golden Gate of Etosha. The camp is built within huge rocks and each site has a private bathroom, water and power. Rupara campsite is a small camp which is very nice situated near river. Zambezi Mubala campsite is near the border to Zambia and Botswana and is located directly at the Zambezi river. Every site has a private bathroom, water and power. The camp offers sunset safari boat rides which we highly recommend. We hope you enjoyed our recommendations for places to stay in Namibia and got some inspiration for your own trip. Thanks for watching.